Hello everyone, welcome back to Undermine. So, last time we started out mostly by talking about the sorting system that's over there, and you might have noticed I've got 2 stacks of iron just cooked up in here, because, oh boy, did that not last very long. I think I started off with something in the region of 57 blocks, and yeah, I don't have that many anymore. So, if we just head over here, where we apparently have a bit of a fungus problem. Oh dear. Gotta tackle that in a bit. Okay. So we have... yeah. I don't know what to call that right now. I mean, honestly, this mushroom is remarkably agile. Like, it started off over there with the mycelium. It then wandered over to here, which means it went right over this half-slab bridge, where there is no border whatsoever. Even the borders around here are like, you can jump up, they're only 1 block high. So, this mushroom navigated to me inside of the storage hall here, without falling to its death. It's been here a while, I'm surprised it hasn't. Like, maybe the animals around here are just, like, exceptionally good at being on edges. That would make a disturbing degree of sense, actually. But anyways... so, yes, somebody donated an enchanted book up there, so that is efficiency 5. And I've got me auto-sort dropper here. You can do that, by the way, just by sticking it in an anvil and naming it. Same with chests and all sorts. And I haven't done these two, and I still need to lay out all the stuff that goes in here, because this one's empty, and then all of these are empty, pretty much, for these last 2. And then... let me just stick these blocks of iron in. We can see this thing start to go. I have one major gripe about this system, which we'll see in a second. There we go. I should say we'll hear in a second, is that it's very loud, because it has to use these dropper lifts. But after that, it's more or less fine. So, the items come in through this line. I've got the polished granite above everything in there, so I know where it is. It's just to sort of reduce lag in the case of hoppers. And it goes into this trio of droppers and gets shot through at a very specific rate. Lifted up, dropped potentially through the first list here. If it doesn't get stood into any of those chests, then it triggers that comparator, which keeps the timer running over here. And then it goes through to this hopper lift and goes straight up those again, moving over into the next one over, which I can just about go and see. Let's have a look. So, coming up here, yeah, there's just a whole ton of hoppers coming along. And as you can see, all of these have this weird, wonky kind of list of stuff in between them. So, what's happening here is that the power comes through either via these repeaters into this, into the granite block hoppers here, locking them, or it comes through from the comparators, because these droppers get triggered and the torches prevent the hopper from feeding back in, thereby causing these comparators to change, and thereby locking another set. Down underneath, where things start to get a bit more complicated, honestly, whenever one of these repeaters goes on, which is to say if there's something that's filled out of a line, or if something's coming in because it's still here, then we get a decaying impulse caused by these 2 comparators, which triggers this repeater, which triggers this very long, again, decaying impulse comparator, and that just gives us a big long time whenever an item comes through, basically, so for the timer to run, which is what controls the elevator. And there's a torch over here, as you can see, bubbling away, which controls that piston, which in turn controls this piston, which in turn pauses the timer. You could probably have just, like, an actual piston here, or some kind of other redstone system to get a signal from here over to there, but it's all about timing and space, basically. This thing is very compact and noisy, and honestly a little bit on the slow side, because everything has to come through according to the rate of the hoppers here. But if we go through, we should see that the blocks of iron have probably gone up somewhere else. Here they are. Somehow they end up way past the big empty chest, and I'm still not sure of that. I think I might have a hopper facing the wrong way at some point. But there we go. That's sorting, so it's actually making its way past the 2 like, stacks. So the two columns of chests it can't make its way into, which is nice. But yeah, I am really low on iron again. I'm doing well for almost everything else. I'm saving my gold so far. There's a bunch of stuff that we can get with our gold here at the moment, like to make our golden apples, but I haven't bought anything yet. I actually haven't even crafted a single golden apple just yet. But yeah, so now I am faced with the grueling task of getting enough iron. We're looking at something like 57-ish, 60 blocks of iron per, like, section here, because I can't just have this top line feed into the item elevator for, like, this column here. That doesn't work because of all the signaling and the distance to get the signals through for the item elevators. Instead, I basically have to have the rejects pile of this sorter go into the input pile of this sorter. I have to have 3 separate sorters for this. But that's gonna take me a while, and it's gonna be quite boring for you guys to see. So, moving on. Our next job around here that you guys are going to see is... I want to start work on this underground rail, but there isn't really anything to connect it to. There's the forge, and there is the storage hall. And honestly, that's going to be kind of pointless. We can buy rail kits from Cantankerous, but even then, this is kind of like... it's not worth it just yet. So the next thing I think we need is either an alchemy lab, so we can make potions, or maybe it'll be an enchanting station, so we can get different enchantments on books and stuff. Or maybe it'll be we start getting some actual houses in here, we start finding Romero a friend. He's still down there. I still have not managed to find a Savidi for him, but geez, my armor's getting busted up. I think the next event that we have here on the server is probably going to be fighting the Wither, and we're still going to be waiting for the 1.9 combat update before we fight the Ender Dragon, which I've still never done in Survival. I've still never done in Vanilla, so yeah. Who knows, maybe we'll put something along the bottom here, I'm thinking. Just kind of thinking up plans here. I've already dug out sort of indentation markings here, which might end up being housing of some kind for our villagers or whatever that start living down here. Maybe there's like a bunch of different farms I still want to do. We do actually have an iron farm on the server at the moment, but it is kind of painfully slow. And the last time that I made an iron golem farm would have been Crater City, and it was huge, and ended up being sort of the death of my series with how much time I had to spend on it. And I don't even know if that particular design would work, like, in the geology of Undermine. But, yeah. Oof, don't AFK never long summons the invasion. Yeah, we have half-slabbed the entryway through this portal, but we still get a whole ton of zombie pigmen coming through here. I would have thought it was coming from the area on the top of the Nether where we currently have a zombie pigman grinder, but apparently that's not the cause either, because that portal is fully surrounded. So exactly where they're coming from, I'm not entirely certain. But that is Aeneas of Troy, who has left that message. I believe Resender is the person who made the actual pigman grinder. And also I have a postbox with a lovely little, like, New Dawn over the mountain kind of banner there, which I think distinguishes me quite well. What have we got here? Prismarine crystals, which means somebody spent an emerald block to get a sea lantern and then broke it. Cactus. And let's see, we've got some podzol, some clay, allium, blue orchids, allium, cobweb, ice. I actually need some ice. I only have packed ice at the moment, so I need ice to calibrate my storage system. And then we got 2 buckets of moose milk, skincare, Requiem free sample, free-range ocean-scented moose, apple-reared moose milk, disclaimer, don't apply to eyes, 6 moose milk tokens, and Angus Alpha moose milk. I don't know whether I should be curious or disturbed or both. I'm gonna go with both, but okay then, I guess I have some moose milk now. That could come in handy against the Wither, actually. But yeah, we've got, like, everything around here is progressing at an increasingly rapid rate. It always surprised me how quickly people can actually, like, manage to make stuff around here. So, immediately out of my front door, we have the Neverkin abode of Royal Lace, which is directly across from their roommate, I believe, Lunafoot. also known as Padfootlet on Tumblr, home of the Erdspell clan, because they have banded together to create some rather stunning architecture, which who knows, we might get to see later on, but not right now. Further down, we have Onshikareif's home. I don't know if that's the correct way to pronounce that, but it's how I'm pronouncing it right now. Oh, and we also have the Crafted Cafe, which is probably where all that cake seems to keep coming from. And let me see, what else do we have down here? Further down, we have the Down Under Railways by Koala Kyle. At some point, I am probably going to redstone the ever-loving hell out of this, because it's taking up a lot of space here, I think. I think we could reasonably fit it into here for both directions. We also have a little enchanting station, one of the earliest, and some beds, also some of the earliest. Then we have special offer, trade your right eye for wisdom-giving well water. That's changed. Okay, this is the home of Paper Craftian, who is currently running around with the Kyofushin skin that you've seen before. Oh, we have a to-do list. Find mesa biome, find cacti, find cocoa beans, find rosebush, peony, and sunflower. Okay. And that used to be an egg pit, but has evidently been overtaken. And here we have Herschel. Hey Herschel, how you doing? Nobody knows where he came from. It's kind of interesting. I mean, obvious answer is that portal, but who named him? Okay, so that is the southern way. Ooh. Tiny tuxedo cat. Tiny tuxedo cat. E. Oh boy, there's cats everywhere. Has Kyle, like, changed over from dogs to cats? I'm not sure. Kyle has a lot of dogs. Over here, on the western way, we have some meaningful coordinates. We have a wall showing everybody's pronouns on the server, or at least everyone that adds them. So let me see. Lace is she, her. Penguin Piper is he, him. Bumble is she, her. Rescender's him, him. Koala Kyle is he, him. Also Kylie. So yeah, that's just a handy-dandy thing, because there isn't really a centralized place other than right here to put those kind of things. It's very nice to know. The Shame Bath. An evolution of AFKing design, because people used to just AFK in boats in the actual water around the Erdtree, which is probably fairly safe now. It wasn't really back then. And, oh, I completely forgot to check this out. This is the Royal Public Bath and Spa by Lace. So, nice little place. Might visit here sometime when I need to relax from a trialing redstone project. Let me see. Then we got Down Under over here. There's a Down Under connection, I believe, on at least 3 out of the 4 different tunnels. I think. I don't know if there's one on the northern way yet, because that's brand new. Bit of sugarcane. Looks a little bit of snow here. Might have had a snow golem somewhere running around. Bumble's Sweet Blooms. So this will be Bumbleflower's place. I don't recognize everyone's banners. I think this is Kyle's. I think this is Kyle's place. I'm not really sure. Nice little view. A little bit in private, but to each their own. And then we have the Forge. The Regal Forge and Supply, built by Aeneas and Royal Lace. Koala Kyle's Emporium of Mischief and Trickery, sponsored. That is Koala Kyle stuff, I think. So yeah, this is a nice place. It's not really automated, you just like have hoppers in and out. There's no like fuel supply or anything, but it looks pretty sweet, I think. I like this place. If I didn't have my own array, I would probably be like making a ton of stuff here. And this is a big shoot-off. I don't know who owns this, but it's big. Like, look at this. And it goes off to the side, and there's like corridors everywhere. They've got their own little pseudo-furnace array in here. Nice design. Needs a bit of work, I think, but I'm a redstoner. I'm going to be critical. Yeah, this is a nice place. I don't know whose this is. I need to find out. And then we have Resender, who has a base tour reward available to him. So if he wants me to actually have a look around that, then we will then. Don't know. Looks like a mining tunnel there. Future Side of Drunken Dragon with Sawtooth, who's getting added to the whitelist soon enough, I believe, because he pledged at the start of September. And on the other side, which I think was mostly taken over by farms early on, we start off with the Hazard Farming Incorporated, or actually that's INC, so that could mean anything, really. I don't really know what that means. This is Hazard's place, down under railway, one of the many shame balls lying around, because people make puns. wood here. This is one of the original tree farms, and in fact it is the most commonly used one, so I gave it a special tool, which is the Forest Clearer, an unbreakable diamond axe of efficiency 5. Cannot be repaired, and obviously is extremely obvious if you try and use it with anything, so if anyone nicks that, I'll know exactly who did it. Okay, then we have the Office of Witchy Cats, Formatage Extraordinaire. I do like, there's a bunch of people who've been trying to replicate modded structures on the server. So, the Erdspell clan has a room for blood magic, they have a room for witchery, and it's got, like, carpets to make the ritual circles, and it looks awesome. I really like that stuff. Penguin Piper's home with one obstructed door. Okay. Let's see what we've got down here. We have the House of Dallas. Dallas has had the unfortunate tale of coming online when a lot of people haven't been. Dallas tends to be the only person on the server when they're around, so apologies to Dallas, but hopefully we'll be getting some more newbies around for you to play with. I don't know whose this is, but it's made entirely out of sandstone and goes really freaking far up. Let's see. Is there a sign on the door anywhere? No, there isn't. Oh, hello. Yo from Samara. Ah, okay, so that's Samara's place. Oh, neat. And now the hardest one to navigate to, or at least it was until recently, because I don't recall this stairway being here. If I try and find this, it's about a... It's hit or miss as to whether or not I'll actually be able to locate it. I think I'm going the right way. I think I haven't. No, I'm getting waved to say no, I'm going completely the wrong way. Okay, let's try this the easy way then. We are looking for a pair of doors. There we go. Nope, that's someone's mining outpost. Okay, somewhere in this mess is Fuzz's base. And like hell, if anyone can find it. Because Fuzz decided I'm just going to go like through an actual existing tunnel system and then just build a base randomly in the middle of it. So yeah, Fuzz's base is really hard to find. So bleh. Apologies for that, folks. Maybe next time I'll give the Nyan a map. But then we actually have had a fairly recent addition to the Erdtree zone here, which is right over here, and it's fascinating because this tunnel didn't exist when the map started. This has been completely made by hand of player, and this is the Northern District, which some people are fashioning to be the red light district of the Erdtree, which, I don't know, might be a weird thing to have attached to, like, the Erdtree zone here. So, let's see, we've got the Huntsman Pub. Oh, looks nice. We've got, Please be kind to the shopkeeper but a wee ghost. I think this is where you can, like, request different, yeah, Kyo's Mystical Shop of Books, ask inside for special requests. Neat. Got a nice little redstone double door at the back there. And then we've got, I don't know what this is yet, but looks like a potion shop. I think this is Aeneas's, I could be wrong. And up here we have Kyo's little weird hideout. Diary of a Dork in a Stone 1. Eye spoon. Okay, I think there was something else around here. Wisdom water from Mimir's Well. Yeah, interesting. I love when people like name their items and put them in frames like that. It's very decorative, very aesthetic. Let's see, further down we've got, looks like a shop in progress. Don't know whose this is. Koala Kyle's alchemical trades and reagents. I guess that means Kyle has 2 different shops. Interesting, and none of these are automated, but he does have a security system where if you open the chest underneath here with the wrong setting, then this block comes up and bars your exit. And it looks like a potion. There's a little bit of decor on these walls, but that's pretty nice. Oh, I believe we have now reached the main feature of the Northern District, which this is Club Onyx, and this is where the rated 18 part comes from. This is the brothel of the Northern District. And I won't reveal too much around there, because there's a bunch of secrets. Northern Shopping District. I believe this is where we can redeem our moose milk. Yeah, our moose milk tokens. And cleaning service made for hire, open all hours, prices negotiable. I'm guessing this is Paper Craftian's place. Just guessing. If you remember their appearance from the last episode. And down this huge stairwell. Jeez, they could have just probably used a water lift or something. We have the Northern District's response to the skeleton spawner. That's happened. So this guy is still here. Wow. This guy's been here I don't know how long. Response to the skeleton grinder in Ravine Town. This is a zombie grinder. But yeah, that is a quick tour. We will probably have quite a few new faces for next episode, so I thought I would give people a run around of all the stuff that's going on around here so far. Hope you've all enjoyed. I am probably going to stop at the Crafted Cafe, because a bit peckish after that run around. Granted, I did so in ghost mode here, so who knows. Which I mostly just use for looking around. I think that's justified. Anyways, hope you've all enjoyed, and I shall catch you all